Hey everyone!
Hello!
Welcome to Knitistry Knerds, episode 13.
I'm the 10.
She's the 10.
I'm
so
the 10.
we are. So I'm Caytee.
I'm Michele.
We have our mascots here. This is Earl the Erlenmeyer.
And Rhonda the Round Bottom. And yeah, there's really fluff.
She's losing hers.
She's losing
hers too.
She's losing
The
hers.
holidays were not good today.
Yeah.
Let's go with that.
No, the cat actually did get to them over the holidays, so I was cleaning up and getting everything
Earl.
ready. Yeah, so they're little.
He's okay. He's just a little disfigured.
Yeah, that's all right. Life does that to us. Over time.
Ain't that the truth?
We are science teachers in the upstate of South Carolina. Yeah. And we knit. We teach together.
We do, yeah.
And
have a lot of fun with it.
We do.
I'm going to go ahead and apologize now. We're really tired.
It's a week.
It's a week. We were going to film last week because that would have been our normal 2 weeks. But the holiday and all that, it was just like, nah, we'll just wait.
Yeah.
And now we're filming this week, and it's been a long. Every day this week has felt like Friday.
It has felt like a week of Fridays.
Today is
Today's
Thursday.
1st of December.
Yep, December 1st.
November, God knows where it went. It's gone.
Yeah, and we both feel like we shouldn't be going to school tomorrow or any other day this week because it has been a long week.
Well, I mean, it's a good thing. Our football team has made it to the state championship game, the state finals tonight.
So
Final games tonight. And so we're real thrilled. You know, that's been real exciting, but it changed the makeup of the whole week.
Yes.
And what kids are doing and where they are, and it's just been chaos. Yeah. Real organized chaos. It's slightly organized chaos.
I mean, we expected it. It's just been struggle to deal with.
Because it's putting cramp in all the plans and everything, which is fine. You know, we're building memories. The kids will remember this way more than what they did in their classes. So it's a great thing, but it's that constant adjustment and change on the fly wears you out.
And it's definitely been that kind of week. So.
Yeah, even the kids are tired.
Oh yeah,
even the kids are tired. So one more day. Got to get through this week, and then we're on the downhill slide into Christmas.
All those kids that come in tomorrow are going to be exhausted anyway.
The ones who show up.
Yeah.
They have the morning off.
So the game is 2 hours away from us.
Yeah.
It starts at 7 p.m.
And so all the kids who are going won't. Yeah. As of yesterday, last night, we had sold 670 tickets just from our side. So we should have really good representation.
Yeah.
And real full stands and all that good stuff. So the kids are going to be exhausted. They don't have to come to school in the morning, but I imagine most of them are not going to show up for the afternoon. So
if they don't come tomorrow morning, they're not coming at all.
I mean, today, the afternoon, I spent watching back episodes of Bones and knitting.
I had
3 kids in my last 2 classes.
How many do you normally have?
I had 29 and 15.
That's not bad. Yeah.
And I had 3 in each.
I had
plus
8.
Some other kids who were loose.
Yeah.
That I get in in here.
Yeah,
sit still.
I had like 8 of 28, I think, which is impressive for having freshmen because they don't.
They don't go out. They don't miss school.
They don't have a way to drive, so they usually have to. They
out.
ride the bus, and so they can't leave because their parents or guardians can't come pick them up. So freshmen usually stay if there's something like that going on.
I teach juniors and seniors are all mobile. They're gone, except for the few that, for some reason,
they like you.
Couldn't get a ride or something. Yeah, no, it's not bad. They couldn't get a ride.
All right, they couldn't get a ride.
They were watching all kinds of stuff. One was doing watching TikToks, and one was watching World Cup, and it was funny. We were all watching something different.
Yeah, we did test corrections in my class.
You're
here, we're doing work. Yeah. But that's just because I need to make them, they need to do something.
Yeah, I didn't have enough kids. And the ones I had were the ones who are there all the time and aren't missing anything anyway. So.
Well, you've got to have something for freshmen to do.
True. They will create problems. My kids were, they were going to sleep or watch something on their computers. So.
Yeah, we had fun. We watched like the first half of Radioactive.
Oh, you did watch that?
After, I gave them a quiz.
You gave a quiz on the story of Marie Curie.
No. It was a speed and velocity quiz.
Oh,
but I had already planned it for Thursday, and I was like, most of the freshmen are going to be here anyway. If they're not here, they'll be Friday or Monday. They can make it up. It's not that big of a deal. So they took their quiz, and then we watched the first half of Radioactive. It's actually really good.
I heard it was.
I want to watch the rest of it.
I heard it was good. You watch it tomorrow.
Yeah, we can. I haven't seen the Radium Girls, but I couldn't find that for free, so I just kind of I'll wait till that comes out on one of my streaming platforms.
Well, my forensics kids watch Criminal Minds. So that's what we do when we have too many people missing. We watch Criminal Minds.
It's like, I mean, it's a good exercise.
We're getting ready to start the profiling unit, so it's actually a good fit.
Yeah.
And I always point out, because they have enough correct science, and then I can also point out the stuff that's incorrect, that's not real science, that they can't do, like on bones, the hologram. Yeah, no, we don't do that. We don't have the hologram capabilities. No. So they learn a lot from that.
That's fun.
I'm playing with stuff in front of me. Sorry. I should knit, I guess. That would keep my hands busy.
Keep your hands busy.
I've been knitting all day.
She has. She has. So I think the first time in Knitistry Nerd podcast history, I have an FO that I knit during, we were still filming the podcast. So I started it and finished it in this past 3 weeks. And hopefully you can tell it's the hat I'm wearing. I did start it on the Friday before Thanksgiving, and I think I finished it that Saturday or Sunday. Like, I needed something to do. So
because you'd finished it before Thanksgiving.
Yeah. So this is the Cathedral Grove. I'll pull it up. I should have memorized the name, and I didn't.
She has it pulled up because we were looking at it a minute ago.
Made sure I pulled it up. I just got to figure out where it went.
She makes fun of me and all my tabs. She's got a bunch too.
I only have 37. You've got smiley face.
No, I do not smiley face. I cleaned them out the other day. I really did. What do I have? 37. That's not bad for me.
We both have 37. That is so...
That's random.
Kind of weird.
It is weird. But that's good for me. I went through and closed a whole bunch out the other day. Plus, I always have my...
I gotta show that pattern I just bought.
I always have a couple of things open, like permanently, like Wordle is always open.
Oh, yeah.
So I can do Wordle at any given time.
I always forget about it.
She's pulling up her Knitting Genius. Yeah. I don't know what I'd do without Knitting Genius.
I absolutely love it.
I really don't. Everything is in Knitting Genius. All my
So this is Faye Kennington.
There you go.
And then, so here is the Cathedral Grove. So I modeled mine kind of after hers.
Yeah, it goes.
So she did like this burnt orange and black. This is all.
You didn't do as much. Oh, you doubled yours brim up.
Yes.
Too. That's
so
cool.
I didn't want the slouchy. I'm not a big slouchy kind of person. So Zach says it's too small for me, but I'm gonna wear it anyway because I like it.
He's wrong. He's wrong.
Good. So yeah,
he likes a slouchy hat. Her husband wears it.
He does.
He likes a slouchy hat.
But hers has like double the brim, and I was like, no, I just want to like fold it up. I think it'll look cute with a little folded brim.
It does. I like it better folded.
A little pump. Oh yeah,
I like it.
That's nice.
It's very striking. The contrast.
Yeah.
It's very striking.
So this is all must be merino, Hobby Lobby yarn bee, right?
Yeah.
It's 100%. It's not 100% merino, is it? Mm-mm. It can't be.
No, it's. I want to say 50. Is it 50-50 or 60-40, something like that?
It's got wool in it. It's pretty warm.
At least half, if not more, wool. Maybe 70-30.
I think this is clay.
Yeah,
I don't know what the other ones are. They only have like 6 colors in this yarn anyway, so it's not hard to pick them out.
Yeah.
But I think it looks good.
I do too.
I haven't even blocked it. I haven't weaved the ends in yet either. They're all.
That's all right. They don't show.
They're all on the inside.
As long as you don't have any holes and they don't show.
That's right. So I gotta take it off. It's too hot. It's 30-something degrees here, but it's still warm. So. Yeah. It doesn't get too cold enough here to wear a hat all the time, but
no.
So I have
an FO!
Yay, Caytee! So, I figured I wanted to wear it, but yeah, I'm done. Can't do it anymore.
I have one too.
She has one too.
I finished it at school today.
So it's not blocked.
It's not blocked. I also wove in the ends, but I finished my knit free. That is where I was last time I showed it on camera. Start up here. Had gotten to there. Mm-hmm. It finished now.
Look at it.
And I'm going to hold it up close so you can see the stitches a little bit better. And it's all sparkly. It's you hold two fingering weight together. And so the color that runs all the way through it is the cream with the speckles that Caytee did. It's taffy pull from Nerdy Bird Yarns. And a strand of it runs all the way through.
So
and
it
then
sparkles the whole way down?
So it goes all the way down. And then the teals go from light to the darkest. And that's a set of minis on Sparkle that I got from Flock Fiber in Canada, eons. It's been at least 4 years, 3 or 4 years since I ordered those. But they've been sitting there waiting, and they became a knit-free cow.
That looks good.
I think. Again, it's not blocked. Okay, I'm stuck in my hair. Whoop, there it goes.
There it goes. I think blocking will help a lot.
Yeah, it'll make it bigger for sure.
And then you can spread it out.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks good.
And I can spread it out more. Oh, we didn't talk about what I was wearing.
Oh, we didn't either.
But anyway, it'll. I think that'll look good.
Yeah, I think it will.
On, if not on me, then on Sarah Gale, because my daughter loves these colors.
Yeah.
And will probably snitch it from me the first time she sees it. So there we go.
I have a cowl too.
Cool.
This is one I knit for Virgo. So you guys had said some things about like, hey, we want to see old FOs and stuff like that. So I've been digging around, finding them. I got a few. So this I knit when I was dyeing yarn still. This is yarn I dyed called Priori Incantatem. If you don't know what that's from, it's Harry Potter. That's when the wands meet. Oh my gosh. I'm done. This is the Mountain Cowl, and it's a free pattern, and I think
it's got a really pretty stitch pattern too.
It does, yeah. So if you don't hold it up, see if you can get a little closer.
If we can show there, that looks good. You can see it, the zigzaggies in it as that continue on down. Looks like a mountain range. It really does look like a mountain range.
So it is by Lisa Overby. So there's her name and Mountain Cowl. Mine's longer than anything she's made. Again, there's only 4 projects. I don't know if it's been fixed. I would have to check and see. But her, when I did the pattern the first time, as I started the first time, the stitch pattern was off a little. Okay. So just kind of check through. But here's...
Use your senses.
Yeah. It's hard to see, like
it doesn't photograph.
Yeah, it doesn't photograph well, but... Hopefully you guys can see it. So it's chevron essentially.
It's got a knit pearl texture.
Yep. And it was once really you get the pattern down, you can follow it. It's not really difficult. Yeah. But it looks. I always put the black closer to my face because I don't want
the yellow quite so close.
But I think it looks good. Like put it on
Bazooka Joe. Every time somebody puts a cowl and stops halfway, I think of Bazooka Joe cartoons from the way back.
So it's nice and toasty and warm, and it bunches up really well. I think.
Yeah.
But you could do.
It looks adorable.
More or less.
Yeah. I'd have to make it wider because.
Yeah. I like this size.
This is as tight as I get on my neck. I mean, you can see that it doesn't even touch.
This is pretty close.
Yeah.
But I like it. I've worn it quite a few times actually.
Yeah, she does wear it a lot.
Helps me get into and from school when it's really cold outside and I can just take it off. And technically it's reversible because...
Yeah. The texture's the same on the inside as the outside.
But super easy knit. I think I knit a lot of this I knit when I went to Hawaii with Rachel. Mm-hmm. So my sister, I went over spring break a couple years ago. It was before COVID, so it's been a little while. But yeah, I knit
2019.
No, would it have been 18 because it was spring break and spring break was right about the time we quit.
In 2020.
Was it 2020?
Yeah, 2020 is when we stopped because that was the class of 2020 and Michael was a junior and all that good fun stuff.
Yeah, COVID. You got one more.
Oh, yeah. This is an older FO. Let me see if I can stand up. Okay. You see, this is the Turtle Dove by Melissa, when Melissa was one of the owners of Espace Tricot. It's still on the Espace Tricot Ravelry group, Ravelry patterns. I don't remember if it's supposed to be split hem or not, but mine is because and longer in the back.
Yeah.
It's raglan, and it's hard to tell because this yarn is so muckledy. But you can see the raglan and the floppy neck. I think it's like for an Aran weight or bulky weight even. This yarn, as I told somebody today, I've had this yarn longer than I've had my husband or my children. So it's an Italian yarn I got when I don't even know if I'd met Philip yet. So it's over 30 years old. I have no idea, but I absolutely adore it. It's a little bit of a chenille, and it has a wrap around it. But I've always loved these colors, and I finally decided I was going to knit with it, and I made a turtle dove.
That's good.
That's my turtle dove. I intend to knit many more turtle doves.
Sure.
Because I really like the way it fits.
It looks good on you.
Thank you. I got a lot of compliments with it when I wear it. Like today. Today. Okay, I keep leaning out of the camera. There we are.
All right, so what's next?
I I guess we could talk about, all right, we did what I'm wearing. We did FOs. So I guess whips. Whips. Do you want to talk about our knit along first?
We can. I didn't bring mine because I haven't done anything on my socks.
Leaning out of the
But
phone.
I actually have a second one to add into the knit along, and we'll talk about it when she's done here.
Oh, yeah.
So I kind of did.
Do the spiel about our knit along.
Our knit along is the experimental knit along. Really, it's a make along. You can do whatever kind of yarn craft you want, and you just got to do something experimental. So use a yarn you've never used before, knit a pattern that you've never done, do a technique, spin your own yarn, dye your own yarn, try left-handed versus right-handed knitting. Like any of those are perfect options. So essentially we want you to try something new, or I forgot, your knit could also be like science themed, which ours is.
Yeah.
So
mine's an experiment and science theme.
So we're both doing the same one. It's a science theme. It's having fun with it. But
yeah. Okay.
Should I talk about the hashtag or whatever? You can do that.
Yeah, do the hashtag.
So we have it's like almost like a giveaway. So we've got our Ravelry group. Wavelwees. I've gone through. I've tried to make sure to make comments on the chatter with everybody or like your posts, and then I've made sure to go through and look at your FOs. They're looking really good. You guys are doing an awesome job. So you can enter our giveaway there, or on Instagram use the hashtag Knerds KNERDS EKAL 2022.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Did I get it? Okay.
And just because it says EKAL, crocheting,
yes, do anything. We just
anything, stitching, whatever it is, as long as you have some kind of science theme.
So these are the We've Got Chemistry socks. Do you remember who does them?
No, and I don't have it pulled up right this second.
Hold on.
Katie's doing the same pattern, but
yes,
different yarn and different techniques. Except she changed her chart, and she's got Erlenmeyer flasks in between her test tubes.
It's in the last episode.
It is in the last episode. But this is mine. I wish I knew what that background, my main yarn was, because I love the way that it knits up. It was a lone ball of yarn, no ball band in my stash. I have no idea what it is. The green is from Fiber Seed, and Katie and I are both using the same green. And then I've got this purple. It's a mini from Apothecary Fiber that she sent me, and so I've got purple and green for our mascots. That's where I was last time we talked about, and so I've done that much.
Good, yeah.
But what I mainly have done is, one of the things I'm doing, I'm doing a science pattern. I've been experimenting with all kinds of stuff, but one of the things I'm going to be experimenting with is heels. And this one, I'm doing the magic heel from Autumn Acorn. We've shown it before on the podcast, and I did just pull it up that I could show everybody the pattern.
She's looking for that. This is the pattern. We've Got Chemistry by Emma Kieran?
Yeah, that's it. Emma Kieran.
There we go. And there's her little socks.
Yeah, and then here's the heels that I'm using on the first sock. Magic Heel Socks by the Autumn Acorn. I've tried it on, and I kind of like it.
Yeah?
I mean, don't have it finished yet. I've got to do the inch or two of the heel before, but I kind of really like it. Another thing that I was doing, I started off on 9-inch circulars from Collage. They're square, and they had that swivel to the points so that I can turn them around and use them different ways. Ray went from Needles at the Ready. After seeing mine on one of our podcasts, then he went and got a set too. And I really like them, and I was doing pretty well on them. But my thumbs started bothering me when I was on it. When I was knitting for more than 20 minutes, my thumbs started bothering me. So I switched to Flexi Flips. There's three in a set, and they look like this.
So they're double pointed with a little cable in the center?
A circular cable needle in the middle. I mean, it's just that long. It's not very long. But, and I've always loved double points. I have no problem with double points. And I was going to switch back to double points, but I had forgotten I bought this set, and I found them in my stuff. And so I said, well, let me try the Flexi Flips, and I love them. Let me just say,
yeah, I have a couple sets, and I used that to finish the hat. I just remembered, like you said, I did it on purpose because you said you found yours and you liked yours, so I made sure to go get mine. They are very nice.
Oh, I'm so loving doing this sock on them. Now I'm
good
hoping
for sleeves and all kinds of stuff. I mean,
Yeah, I'm going to get more different sizes. I just have sock sizes right now. I've got 1s and 1s and a halves, US 1 and US 1 and a half. But my 3-color knitting, which was, I developed my rhythm of how to hold it and stuff, which is what I was really trying to do. But it's tighter, and I think it's because I was on the 9-inch circular.
It's possible.
I don't think, because I have 72 stitches on this thing, so I don't think that I had enough room. A 10-inch would have been better probably, or even an 11. Wasn't able to stretch my floats out as much as I normally do, so this is a little tight. It still fits on my leg. I've already tried them on, so I'm going to stay with the flexi flips for the rest of the socks and the color work, because I think I'll be able to space it better.
And that's the point. She's experimenting.
So I'm going to use a different heel completely on the other one. I'm going to use Earth Tones Girl. What's she color pattern?
We talk about it every episode.
I know we do. I haven't tried it yet, but I'm looking forward to it. It's on my Knitting Genius. I can pull it 1 second.
By the way, Knitting Genius, we haven't talked about it in a little while. So Knitting Genius is an app.
Soxploration
is an app. You can use it for free, or what is it, $8 a year?
$6.99. I just paid mine.
There you go, $6.99 a year, and we both pay for the premium service.
Or $7.99.
And so you can have all your patterns. You can put them into baskets, which I thought was kind of cute. And then I'm trying to see if I have one. No, wrong one.
This is mine opened up in Knitting Genius. This is the Soxploration. She calls it the Shadow Heel, and you can get it on Ravelry, which is where I got it. But I'm going to do that heel on my second sock of the knit along, so I can try these heels out, because I've heard lots of really good comments about her heel, that Shadow Wrap.
So she'll come back and tell you which one
she likes. And I'll tell you what I like better after I get to wear them for a while. But this is set up in Knitting Genius, so you can see it. You can keep track of your row counters.
So this is,
and you can build your own row counters.
So they have a couple of new features, I think. First of all, so this is a 6-part. Nope. Let me see. There are 6 sections in this Stephen West Slipstravaganza, and so for each one, you can see at the top, you can change the row counter.
I've used 2 or 3 different ones at a time.
And you can come in here and you change your parts. For my...
And you can link them to the global counter.
Yes, and you can now add more than one page to your pattern. So before it was one file, couldn't do anything, but they've changed that, which I really like.
Like for the mystery knit-alongs, when the clue comes out every week, you can just add the new file to your
and it's all stays together.
I say, I don't want to show the chart.
So this is my comfort fade cardi. I want to know how many rows I did for sleeves when I do sleeves, so you can see. I just write in the comments and it stays there the whole time.
Right. You can have them pop up on certain rows, like on the Knit Free Cow. It was a 20 row lace pattern, but you change colors every 14 rows.
So you need comments.
So I had a counter for a color counter and a lace row counter, both linked to the global counter. So when I finished a row, I would just click the global counter, and then it would change, my counts on everything that was linked to it. And so then when I finished row 14 on the color counter, and it would start back over at 1, it pops a comment up and says, change your color.
Yeah, so this is the fade for the comfort fade is you knit so many of the new color, the old color. So I have the comments every time I go to the next row in the fade. It tells me which of my yarns I should be knitting with.
Which one you should be doing.
And it didn't take very long to set up. You just go in, and I can show you what that looks like. So you can see that I've got these rows all set up. So you add comments, and then when you go in, so this new one is going to be from rows 1 to 2, and it's going to pop up and say new. You can also attach it. So if I know my fade is coming up on my global counter at row 100, I can make this start at row 100. So I can actually set it so that my secondary counters start on specific sections of your global counter. Which it is, once you get into it and start playing around with it, is so great. I think I like it better than a lot of the other things I've seen. I haven't used anything else really. I know that there's
Knit Companion, people talk about.
Knit
there's something new.
Knit and Note.
That's when I've seen Knit Note. I think it's Knit Note. I've seen it on. Pretty. I've seen it on Instagram, but I haven't investigated it. I'll be honest. I'm borderline electronically challenged. I do pretty good.
Ask her
for a nearly
Fitbit.
60-year-old. Yeah.
And her computer at school this week.
Well, I'm not going to go there.
It was so funny.
Okay. My computer at school, I mean, it was chiming. Okay, y'all have, when you hook something into your system or you unhook something in your system, it goes, ba-doop, makes that noise, whatever it is. Ba-doop.
So you know. Yep. So you know
it's all put on.
Yep.
It was doing it nonstop. It goes, ba-doop, ba-doop, ba-doop. Wouldn't quit. I could not figure out what's going on. Plus, we were having internet problems that day anyway.
She sent a mass email.
I did. Send email to everybody. What in going on with this stupid? And my phone wouldn't work. Well, I didn't know. Okay, I'm old. Landlines don't have anything to do with internet, right? I mean, that's, the way it used to be. Well, no. Our phone system is dependent upon the internet. So when the internet goes wonky, so does our phone system. So I'm freaking out. Can't get my phone to work. Can't get can't get internet, and then it's making this stupid freaking noise nonstop. And finally, I texted Caytee, "Come help me," because she was on planning, and I checked every power cord. Because one of the kids goes, "Miss Kessler, it's a power sound. Something's powering up and down. You've got a loose cord."
And she was good. I asked her if she restarted it.
All of them. I rebooted the system.
Yeah. Did you unplug and replug? I mean, come on. Everything. The IT go-tos, and she had done it. I'm so proud of her.
All the stuff.
Except one.
I had my Fitbit plugged in to charge, and it was the Fitbit cord. I'd unplugged my phone. I had unplugged and replugged the phone charging cord, but I had not checked Fitbit.
I don't know why, but it made me laugh.
And she walked in, she goes, "What about your Fitbit?" I went, bad word. And that was it.
Bad word in the hall. No, the kids weren't around, but sometimes you just need one, guys. You just need one.
Yeah. So anywho, so I am electronically challenged. I admit that. I've got Knitting Genius figured out. Yeah. It does everything I need and want it to do. I can use it on my phone and on my tablet. Mm-hmm. They sync automatically without me having to tell it to do it.
I think that's a pro feature, so you have to pay the subscription.
Yeah, that might be where you pay for it. But I love it, and I'm not going to learn anything else new. I'm not going to try anything new until this doesn't make me happy anymore.
And it does connect with Ravelry. So
it does. I can download straight from Ravelry to Knitting Genius. Mm-hmm.
You can put your stash on there now too. Like, it's got everything.
Yeah, you can. I'm not going to. My God, I'm not going to live long enough to list my stash on something.
But I know I've looked at a couple of the others, and when they first started, they didn't connect with Ravelry, and for me, that's important because 99% of my patterns are on Ravelry. So I know I can download PDFs.
But it also connects right to your Google Drive.
It does. So you can,
or your device. You can download it from a storage capability on your device. It's very versatile.
Like a web version, if I wanted to do. I don't know if it does have a web version, but
I just use it on my phone and my tablet. Yes.
So, but we love it. If you can't tell.
All right, you've got something else for the knit along. So,
I've shown the Comfort Fade Cardie, and I can tell you about where I was the last time. Let me turn it inside right, which is actually was outside.
It looks outside.
All right. So this is the Comfort Fade cardigan, and I was just past.
You just started fading.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me hold this right. There we go. So I've made it that far. I'm on the third color, and it is a cardigan. So you knit one way and purl back the other, and I was getting very frustrated. So I decided I'm going to experiment, and now I'm going to steek. Guys, for the first time, I'm going to cut my knitting.
Steek.
So there's the front of, so you can see right there. I'm going to cut straight through that middle section, and I am so looking forward to it.
I've steeked before, so we'll be all right.
Tell us your preferred method. I don't know which one I'm going to use yet. I know there's like the sewing and crocheting methods.
I've done both.
But any advice you guys think? I know Michelle's got me too, but we like to hear from you guys.
Yeah, tell us which one you like. What is your steeking method of choice?
I will probably not finish this by the end of the knit along, which ends December 31st, by the way. I didn't say that earlier. But I will at least I might get to where I can steek it, because I could get the body done before
you do the sleeves. Yeah, when you steek it before you do the sleeves.
Yeah, so that way I can. The point in doing sleeves is going to unravel, right?
Not going to unravel. It will not unravel.
Well, yeah, we'll see.
It won't. I promise.
I trust Michelle. I do. I probably shouldn't, but she knows where to hide my body.
That's right. I can dispose of the bodies so that even Temperance Brennan can't figure it out.
That's a Criminal Minds reference, right?
Nope, Bones.
Bones, okay.
It's Bones.
This is the Comfort Fade Cardi by Andrea Mowry. Dre Renee Knits.
In
case you didn't know. It's just a very popular pattern.
I think there's thousands of them out there.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. 5,000, at least 5,000.
Yeah,
it's fun. You
I haven't done one yet.
You got the yarn.
I have the yarn. Oh, I got Lord, yes. I mean, I don't even have yarn set aside, but I could make the yarn work. But
I think it does look better on the wrong side.
It's a slim. It's a design. It's designed form fitting.
Yeah, it is.
To wear form fitting, and I don't form fit very. It's not. It's not my favorite thing.
No, she does baggy really well.
I like baggy. Yeah. I like loose, flowy. I'm hot all the time, so I like things that don't cling.
Yes.
This discussion here. Is kind of experimental.
Yeah, we're it's gonna be interesting.
All right, peeps. I've been complaining about this for
I'm not bleeping
it. She's not gonna bleep me. I'm sorry for those of you who are offended by that.
If you are, we'll bleep.
I'm so sorry. We'll. I'm sorry. Okay.
So our kids say worse in our classrooms.
Oh, they do. But anyway, this is my Stephen West twist and turn. I didn't say spoiler alert because the thing is over.
Yeah.
I did finish Clue 1.
Okay.
I finished Clue 1.
It looks beautiful.
And I looped them up. And I started on the Clue 2 part.
And it looks good.
So you can see all my colors. And I do like it. I do enjoy it. This is all short rows and garter stitch. And then you do some twisted rib in your accent color. And then there's several more of this. And it's on both sides and blah, blah, blah. And I struggled.
With Clue 1.
Through Clue 1 especially. But I love this yarn, these colors. I really do. But it's not exciting me like this. And I keep looking at finished ones, and the 3 color things are it's just not working for me.
Yeah.
I'm not excited about it. I love the pattern, but I haven't been excited about it until I saw Tribe Yarns Life. Okay, it just disappeared on me.
I have to go search it.
I got to search it back. No, I've got it marked. Wait a minute.
Saved, yeah.
I have it saved in my...
So you saw it on Instagram, I guess.
Sure. Yeah, I did. I saw it on Instagram. Because now here's a good reason for whenever you're working a pattern or you're thinking about a pattern, if you're on Instagram, hashtag and the name of the pattern will get you to where everybody else is posting theirs. Mm-hmm. And so you can see all kinds of them in progress and all the different color choices. And if you're on Instagram anyway, it's a lot easier to do that than to go searching through Ravelry.
Right,
plus it pops up in your feed.
Yep.
So I've got all these twist and turn Mr. Knit Along things popping up in my feed. And this one showed up. I'm now following her. But y'all, this has got me written all over it. I can't hold that open. Let me get a... Okay, here's one view of it.
You can't hold it open.
You can't hold it open. Let me get up close. Long arms. Can you see that? It's black and white and rainbow colors. And then she went off on her own riff. It's there. So you can see that stripes of the back part. It's not just the 2 color striping. She's rainbowing it all over the place. And then in the side pieces, this part right here, the main color, the garter, she's put beads. Yeah. Those are beads. That's not tweed. Those are beads that she's put in there. And then when she got to the outside stripe portions, she did color work. She did change colors, and she put in like Fair Isle patterning, color work patterns. I can't point. You're over in there, right in here. She switched from striping and started doing color work patterns. And her pom-poms, she did pom-poms as tassels and stringing them down, and oh my god, I'm so... And then she put more beads in the traveling cable part at the bottom, and it's just made my heart go pity-pat. Okay, I want to do this. I want to go off and everything make it my own and make it different. And I know.
There's more beads.
I always say that the only patterns I don't change are Stephen West patterns. We getting ready to do.
Never say never.
Yeah, never say never. That's another one of my rules. Never say never.
And she still did.
And I really...
You said it.
I still did it. But I need to say I never would. I say I never do.
Never do. There you go.
But here we are getting ready to switch it because while I love these colors, I like them together. I'll probably make a striped sweater out of this yarn.
You're going to undo it?
Oh, yeah. Well, we talked about this the other day, trying to figure out a way to turn it into a cowl. Mm-hmm. But it looks like a bib. Honestly, it looks like a bib.
I wonder if you could do something.
It just looks like a bib. So it may end up hanging on my wall or turn it into a pillow. I don't know.
Something.
But it's and I love this yarn. So I'm gonna figure something out.
You spent so much time on that one section, then you got to keep it. Like,
I know. But I also know it wasn't it was just I got tired of the colors. I'll be honest. I got tired of just switching back and forth one color. It does sound like me. So if I'm alternating rainbow colors and with black and white and all this other stuff going on, and
she might finish.
I'm real excited about this. So, y'all, I mean, seriously, look. I can't wait. I'm so excited. I'm so excited about. So I got yarn piled up everywhere.
She does. Well, she always does, though.
But that's true. It's always piled up. But I'm pulling stuff out. I decided to pull all the brights I've got out and all the black and whites, and we're gonna get party on the needles, people. I'm gonna have a party on my needles. I'm so excited about that. So that's kind of experimental.
Yeah, another experiment. We're getting there.
Experiment.
Yeah. These might just
it will not be done by the end of December.
No. We might carry on to the next. These are next year's
maybe
experiments.
Next December.
Yeah.
I'll finish it by into 2023. There's a goal. There's a goal for it.
You talk about this one?
Yeah. We both had one of those.
Yep. So I have been productive. I think last episode I showed that I split sleeves on Sanguine, right?
Yeah.
So I split sleeves on Sanguine. I have split sleeves on my Comfort Fade Cardi.
Yep.
And now I've done it again.
Yeah.
I split sleeves for the Easy V. It looks, guys, this pattern is so
I love it.
I had a woman stop me when we were in North Carolina over the break, and she was just in awe over the colors. But I think it looks so good. I tried it on. I should have brought my
you made it
barber.
Yeah.
Well, that was my private one. I didn't put it on our group.
Please.
Yeah, but it fit really well. I love the way it looks. I have the picture on the phone. I should just pull it up.
Yeah,
go for it.
All right, here's mine. That's where I was last time I showed it, was right up here through the color work. So I finished the color work, on the yoke and split for the sleeves, and then I did the sleeves.
She did the sleeves, guys.
There's the sleeves. Okay, they don't look even, but they really are. They're the same length and the same amount of color work.
I'm almost positive I'm not going to have enough to do this much color work of mine left, which doesn't bother me. I'm okay with that.
Well, I did, and I still have, my color
Did you have more than one skein for each?
Uh-uh.
Well, maybe I'll make it.
See, I still have a ball this big of each of my 3 colors.
But that's how big my balls are now.
And see, that's how I am after this. So I'm still thinking about maybe when I get to the bottom, and this is why I did the sleeves first, was so I could figure out how much color work. My accent colors, so contrast colors that I have. So I think I may do some at the bottom, just for grins and giggles. Yeah. I might just stripe it, or I might just go ahead and repeat like one set of through the color run.
Yeah, that might look good
at the bottom. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. But anyway, I'm approaching the bottom.
It fits.
Yeah. See, there's Caytee. It fits. And I haven't tried this on since I finished the sleeves. I put the top part on and it fit just fine. It's a little big, but it fit just fine. It's supposed to be oversized. Yeah. That's why I want it. And then I want the sleeves to come down long.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that I made them long enough.
I think you did. That looks much longer than what you normally
pattern. It is longer, and they're poofy, which I don't normally do. But I kind of like it. I'm really excited about it. So
we've talked about like how most of the time I say scrap yarn for holding sleeves and things, but we are both in love with these
pony bead
cable.
No, it's called pony bead stringing something. No, pony bead cord. It's just pony bead cord. It's just pony bead cord. I was picturing the label in my head on the box.
A hollow
plastic
tube, and you literally just put the end of the tube on your needle and slide your stitches off, and they don't move much because the friction. Plastic, the friction, it helps keep it on there really well. And essentially, we both just bought a big spool of the pony bead.
I got mine at Hobby Lobby.
Yeah, I got mine at Michael's.
And it comes in a package, and there's 3 or 4 colors, like 6 yards of each color.
Joann's has it too, I think.
I think Joann's has it too.
Almost every like
craft box store.
Yeah, they're gonna have it. But I just cut what I need, and now I've got enough. I can use this for another set of sleeves, or if it breaks, it's not that big of a deal because I didn't. Or and trying on the my sweater. That's what I put. One of those on each end, spread it out so I would actually see how it fit, and then they are so great. So somebody had asked us about where we got ours. You can even buy on Amazon.
I think Amazon has. I think that's where I saw when Kevin and Ray bought some on Amazon, and they showed it online. I mean, on their podcast. That's when I got mine to try out the same thing.
I bought it's Barbary.
Barber cord.
So I bought the originals, and then it was like I need so much more. Like, I have too many in-progress projects, which we need to talk about, because we did have that question we said we're going to talk about.
Oh, yeah, about how we manage all this stuff. Here is me trying on my Alpenglow.
It's so pretty.
And I put it on barber cord and tried it on the other night. I sent this picture to Caytee.
It looks so good.
But
I want to start mine, but I want to wait until
I put it back on the needles last night.
Yeah.
I'll show that next, since we're talking about the barber cord. I took it off the barber cord and put it back on the needles.
So I don't usually take mine off the needles, by the way. I just add the cord to stretch it out. Some people take it all off. And
I did. I took it all off.
So it really is your preference. I try to make sure that the needles are either in the front or the back, so that when I try it on, it'll be...
Yeah. Well, I'm petrified because I don't do things gently.
That's true. She does.
Nothing in my life goes gently. Everything's... So I know that I would
put it all on
I would do something and all the stitches would come off the needle part. I would pull the needle out of the cord. I've never done that.
Seriously,
because it sticks way up in there.
When that broke.
When your cord broke and the stitches fell out.
No, it wasn't the barber.
No, it was her needle cord.
Yes,
the cord on her needles.
And it was, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I panicked a lot. I won't lie.
But I put all the stitches on the pony cord, and because it gives me confidence that I'm not going to lose it. And I have even knotted it.
Yeah, I've done.
I'm going to try it on, when I'm putting it on.
I did knot this because I'm afraid it's going to fall off again. Yeah, so like it's,
Yeah, because I didn't want to panic. I just think did I just pull stitches off? No, I didn't. Okay, well, I put it back on. Anyway, I'm going to show you live and up close. Yeah. Okay, this is the front, so that you can see the colors, the actual colors, how they've turned out.
It looks really good.
I'm real excited about it. So I'm getting ready. Okay, I got to the point where the pattern said to split for the sleeves. That's why I tried it on, because it didn't look deep enough to me, and it wasn't. So I'm going to do another repeat of the stripy stuff before I split for the sleeves. Because I can't stand a tight underarm. Oh my God!
Again, no. Everything she does, she wants it
to
be
loose.
Yeah.
I don't do tight.
And it's always a preference.
Fitted. It's just a preference thing. It has nothing to do with the fact that, being a big girl versus being a little girl.
No.
I don't care what size I am or have been in the past. I never worn tight clothes.
But that's the best thing about being like a knitter, a crocheter, a sewer.
You just do it your own way.
You make it your own. And after you've done a few projects, it's really, it becomes more intuitive of like, okay, what can I do to make this the way I want it to be? And,
well, that's why I knit. That's why I learned to sew originally, and why I knit is because I want it my way, not the way somebody else wants it.
Yes. Well, and we live in the digital age of like, if I want to change something, I can go online and find help to get it done. Like YouTube has everything, and
now
I
learned all this stuff when there was no internet.
She's older than the internet.
I'm older than the internet. Yes, I am. My first computer program in college was on punch cards.
Oh my God!
That you fed into a card reader. Every card had a different line of Fortran on it. That's how old I am.
There you go. There you go.
That's how old I am. Okay, you got any more whips?
I only did a few rows. This was my catching breezes. I've literally done like 5 rows, so I just pulled it out in case I wanted to knit with it or knit on it.
If you want to know more details about it, it's in the last 2 podcasts.
Yeah, go back. I think I've got I do. I forgot I brought this.
I have 3 more updates.
I'll let you start then. I can talk about this later. I need to actually untangle.
Is that a cast on?
No.
When did you cast that on? I don't even remember. She'll show you in a minute.
2 years ago.
Yeah, okay. I know which one you're talking about now. Okay.
That's Brianna's.
Yeah.
Yep. I
right.
her big. I'll talk about why later.
This is my depth cowl. And you can see that it's almost doubled. It's more than doubled in size. Look at there. That's where I was last podcast. And I've now done this much more. Depth, D-E-P-T-H, cowl.
We've talked about it a couple times.
Yeah, and I don't remember who it's by. I do not remember who it's by. 1 second. Anyway, this is my fiber seed yarn dyed by Mr. Fiber Seed, and so that it has that planned pooling effect. And I think it's really cool looking.
It is.
I mean, you can do it really where it's like, the orange puddles and the purple, or you can make it where it looks like a purple puddle in the middle of the orange.
Oh, yeah.
So see?
So whichever way you want to wear it. Yep.
And yeah, it's Clemson and colors, because
that's where we live. That's who we love.
That's what we do. My husband and his family are Clemson all the way. Everything that you can talk about was Clemson. It's all the thing. And this is called Depth by Talitha Kuami. Oops. I can't really get a focus in. Oh, wait. We remember that my darkness, my brightness. I need to turn down my brightness. We learned that last time.
It's weird. It's like that one pattern.
I know. It's this one pattern. It's so bright that... Okay, there it goes. That's much better. There we go. See, it's the Depth Cowl by Talitha Kuami. And I have rainbow on black, and then I have the Clemson colors to do. This is my football. I do this while we're watching football. This is one of my NASCAR projects where you're going around, zoom. Here we go. So, but I've made progress on it, and it lives in one of my baseball bags from Rick at Whimsy Stitches. Okay, this is what I was working on at school. This has been okay. I showed y'all this bag, my Delicue mini messenger bag.
She takes it everywhere.
I take it everywhere. I got it to use while I was recovering from my surgery, so I could wrap it around my body while I had my walker and my cane. Well, I still carry it. I mean, this is my purse. I carry my journal and planning pens and supplies and stuff in it in the front pockets. And in the back pocket is a knitting project. Well, so far it's just been this one knitting project. But it's getting a little too big to be toting around.
It is.
I'm about to do it. Okay, so this is the Sophie shawl. You all have seen a bajillion Sophie scarves online on Instagram and Ravelry, I'm sure. Where did my marker go? My marker's fallen off. I had a little plastic marker on it. I only had about 6 inches of this thing done when I first showed, the last time I showed it on the podcast. Well, I had a lot of downtime at work lately. As you can see, it's quite long. There's the midpoint. See, there's the little point. When I block it, it's going to block out. And see how the pooling has changed as I go? Mm-hmm. And I think that's kind of cool.
It looks neat.
It's kind of interesting. It's a tweedy black and brown and gray blend. It's a Prairie Dye Studio from Canada yarn I've had. It's the worsted weight I've had for a while. It's built in I-cord. I'm decreasing away, as you can see. And I'm loving it. I mean, it's easy to do. This yarn is so squishy and soft. I just love it. So that's going to be an FO before too long. I'm going to get to show y'all soon. I'm just trying. These are the things, and we're going to talk about this in a minute about working on.
I'm going to turn the light on because our faces
we're starting to get dark.
Sorry, guys. We thought we would not need it, but
we didn't think we were going to be talking this long. It's only been 50 minutes. Wow! Hello, light.
Oops.
Well, that's better. I bought light bulbs. We could, eventually.
Did you put them in?
No, but we could change the light bulbs. Okay.
That's not too bad, right?
No. I'm going to squat down here so my glasses don't reflect.
Sorry, guys. I feel like we're technical difficulties again.
Well, I'm technologically incapable of doing
I think it's just going to be a glare.
It's just going to be a glare. Okay.
We'll have to figure something out, guys. Sorry.
I'll tilt my head back. Here we go.
You going to do one more?
There you go.
Yeah. You can see your...
Yeah. I'll do the Miss Piggy look.
see the inside of our noses.
That was okay. My senior year in high school, I was in a wreck. I was in the back seat and broke the front seat of the car with my face. Oof. I mean, I hit it so hard that the front seat, the struts on the front seat snapped on both sides. There was a couple of lightweight girls in the front seat.
Told you she was hard-headed.
I'm hard-headed, I'm telling you, people. Didn't break my nose. Apparently, my nose bone stops quite high. So it didn't break my nose, but it rearranged all my sinuses. Do you know you have 64 sinus cavities in your head? And all of mine are in a different place than they used to be. And but I was swollen and bruised from this cheekbone all the way to this ear. And the way it swelled, my nose went up. And I, honest God, looked like Miss Piggy. Plus, I was pink and purple from the bruising and everything. And it was a month and a half before high school graduation, before my graduation. I got more Miss Piggy crap for graduation. Every card was Miss Piggy. I got Miss Piggy T-shirts, Miss Piggy notebooks. I mean, Miss Piggy everywhere. Everybody sent me Miss Piggy. Yeah. Anyway, sorry. That was a total digression.
It really was.
Oh, well, sorry.
No, it's all.
Anyway, so I'm Miss Piggy. We're Miss Piggy. All right, this is my Autumn League pullover by Two of Wands out of my Line Brand jeans. Yep. Yes, it is an acrylic. It is my favorite acrylic ever of all time.
Acrylic has its place.
It is so soft. Y'all, this is the softest, spongiest fabric. Ooh. It's a joy. I mean, a joy to knit on.
That is very nice.
Oh, it feels so good. Anyway, you can see the little X thing there in the front, so it looks like a sweatshirt. That's my progress keeper from where I was last time I showed it to you guys. I'm down the body. I've split for the sleeves on barber cord. See the different colors of cord hanging off, or on pony bead cord. So I'm making real good progress on that. That is another, what do I call it? NASCAR. Zoom while I'm watching games and stuff that I need to pay attention to, or we're watching movies or shows or something that I want to keep track of and pay attention to. Yep. All right, the only thing I have one last thing, but it's a new cast on.
Okay, so I'll
have
talk
you detangled?
It's getting there. It's getting there. Okay. So
she's been working that yarn over there.
I had a friend who she showed the it's a scarf and it's got pockets, and that's what she wanted. So I found I don't even remember what the pattern was. It's been so long since I looked at it, and of course I changed it.
It's the one they send us links to on Facebook all the time.
Like, I'm done. I've got to stop telling people when I knit things for them because I can't do it anymore. I'm done. But last Christmas we had a Christmas party with some of my other coworkers. I was bringing the hot apple cider. It spilled in the back seat of my car all over this, and it was I had to kind of start from it. I had to take out a lot of it. Yeah,
because it stained it.
Yeah, it was bad. So
this is heavy.
She wanted it longer too, so I'm making it a little longer. And so here's the front side. It's crochet. You can't even tell. Oh my goodness. I think that is a. Oh yeah, you can see.
You can see it. It's beautiful.
Twisted post. Double crochet, something like that. If you crochet, you might actually know what it is. But it was supposed to be just this here, and this is supposed to go all the way down. And I was like, no, I want another stripe in there. So I had another stripe. And now I'm making, she wanted it longer, so I'm this end is longer. So I made it a little bit longer on this side, and then I'll add a pocket in there so that she can like stick her hands in it. So it's...
Luckily, she's short.
Yes, she is. This is... She picked out the yarn. They don't even have this color anymore, so I better not screw up again. Soft and sleek, low pill fiber from Yarn Bee. They still have the yarn, but just not this color, which is oatmeal something. No, it's just oatmeal.
Yeah.
And it looks, I think it looks really good, all like crocheted.
It feels good. It feels good.
And it does feel good. It's not real scratchy.
I like their soft and sleek. When I'm making kids' sweaters, I make my baby sweaters and my kids' sweaters out of soft and sleek because it doesn't pill.
Yes.
Or I've not seen one pill yet. And all the ones that I've made and gifted, and I'm trying to get out of the circle. There we go. I have a crick in my neck by the time we get in.
We've got to figure something out. I wonder if we can.
That's okay. I'm moving. There. That's not bad. I'm trying to get my. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. All right. The only thing that else I have project-wise that I've worked on at all, these 3 weeks, I guess is how long it's actually been, is my that's not it. I'm sorry, guys. I had it pulled up and then I closed it and I didn't mean to. Is the Massaman. I don't know how to pronounce it. Massaman is what my head says, by Elizabeth Smith. It's this, basically a vest, a sleeveless vest. The cowl is separate. That's what it looks like right there. And when you blow it up, you can see the stitch patterns in it. There's a garter rib on the sides, underarm sides, and then the edgings are garter. And it has that waffle garter stitch is what it is in the middle. Well, my daughter wanted a vest, a gray vest. So I'm doing it. I had 4 balls of Color Theory. That's from Two of Wands collaboration with Lion Brand. And they did this Color Theory. And it is a nice acrylic. I love it.
Oh, yeah. It's very soft. And
it's really soft. And it's knitting up nice. I've just started. I mean, I'm not very far at all. But there's that waffle rib on the sides.
That's good.
And I really am liking this. Did I screw something up there?
This is where we find all of our mistakes.
Well, when it'll block
out.
Right out.
That's 2.
Sorry, guys. I'm one of those days. Okay, but so I'm making a vest for my daughter. So you start at the bottom, and I'm doing there. You can see that I'm doing the front and stockinette, and not that waffle stitch. I'm bad about holding this up. There we go. Bottom up, but she wants it cropped even more than the pattern calls for. So this is not going to take long to do. I'm really liking it. I think I may make me one, but I'm going to do the waffle stitch on it because I like that texture on it. So
I think I'd make one with the waffle pattern. I think it looks really good.
There we go. I had 1 FO and 1 cast on, and all the rest I've just been making progress on.
But we did good, yeah. So
is that James?
Yes.
Hi, baby.
Hey.
James is here.
We had one of our viewers asked us how we
manage so many projects at one time and get things done.
You don't.
Obviously we don't. We don't have FOs every time.
But it's all about, again, I don't do the gift knitting anymore if I can help it. But like it's really about what speaks to you. So if something's not speaking to you, like Michele has said before, it goes in timeout. Mm-hmm. Or if
sometimes for years. I mean,
yeah.
Well, not anymore. Once a year, if I have had something on the needles for a year and I haven't made any progress on it, I rip that puppy out or give it away or do something with it because my attention span, I've wasted it on that one already, and I'm not going to go back to it if it's been over a year.
Yeah.
But I keep track. When I start a new project, I have a notebook. And when I start a new project, I write this cast on. I have an index for the notebook. So what page is this pattern on and what was its cast on time? And so I keep track of when I cast on and when I bind off.
Which you could use Ravelry or...
Yeah, you can. I'm just analog.
Yeah.
I still prefer to write stuff down.
You could do Knitting Genius that does the same thing. So if you want a virtual version, you can find that.
And keep track of it. And so I know if something's been on the needles for a year, then I need to revisit it seriously. And I get ugly with it. I mean, I'm like, okay, what's wrong with this? Why won't I work on this? Yeah. And then it's out.
It's really just about yourself. I mean, there's things that I have on the needles that I want to finish, but other things come up. And
I'll be honest, I keep mine sorted by attention span.
And like how much it takes to keep it? Or like
how much attention do I have to pay to it while I'm going? Like, like my vroom vrooms, my NASCAR projects. I like when I'm knitting at school, or if I'm knitting in a meeting, or I'm knitting while I'm watching something I want to watch. I mean, pay attention to, like the first time I watched an episode of Yellowstone, or the new Criminal Minds stuff, or a football game I'm really into that it's important to me who wins or how they play.
You just need something.
Then I gotta have something in my hands, and I don't have to look at constantly.
And that's a good project to always have on the needles anyway, because if you're just needing to do something with your hands, just being able to knit while you sit is
priceless for me. It's important. I mean, I can't sit and not knit without something to do. But then I have other times where I'm in company or there's something on TV, like old episodes of Criminal Minds that I've seen a million times. I can do something that's a little more complicated. Mm-hmm. felt like that knit free the lace pattern. It was like however many repeats of the 12 stitches, and as you go around, and I'm stuttering. I don't have to look at, I know what I'm doing, and I can kind of look up, I can talk, I can hold a conversation while I do something, a relatively simple pattern. But then you have things that are much more complicated, like for me, that 3 Seasons cardigan.
Yep.
I cast it on, but I have not been in the brain place where I could focus. That's a pay attention very carefully to your chart, as in I'm not going to be watching anything else while I'm doing that. And I haven't been there and needed that kind of project in the last few months.
No.
Or haven't been in the headspace for that.
I mean, I'm the same. I knit some of it, and then doing doing grad classes and stuff like that. I just don't have the time to put that much focus into it. I want to finish it, and I'm going to finish it because I love the cardigan.
Yeah, I'm going to do it.
But it just...
That's probably going to be a summertime project for me.
Yeah.
Or I know what I'll do. I'll take it spring break, and I'll work on it while I'm sitting around
chilling at the beach.
But that's how I sort them. I always have multiple projects going because I get bored. I'm like I will sit there even between NASCAR projects. I'll sit there and I'll work on the depth cal for a while, and then I'll get tired of using that size needle or looking at that color, and I'll put it up and I'll pull out the Autumn League, which is a different needle size. It's a different texture of yarn, different color, and I'll work on it for a while, and then I'll be in a place where let's do some color work. I can follow a chart now for the next hour or two. I can follow a chart. So that's why I show so many projects, because I've worked on all the stuff I just showed. I've worked on all of that several times a week for the last 3 weeks.
Yep.
I mean, that's just...
I mean, sometimes the things I work on is like 1-2 rows, and then I move on.
Yeah.
Like, I really feel like the 3 Seasons cardigan, that's one of those things that I could do a couple rows, and then all right, I gotta do something else.
Yeah, that's too much brain power.
But... yeah, I'm the same way. I actually have a basket next to the couch downstairs. That's where all my projects go. When I'm watching TV, sitting down there, I pick out something to work on based on what we're going to be doing in the living room and knit. I mean, it just, and it really is about what speaks to you, and it's about is this something that I'm getting joy from? Because if you're not getting joy from the knitting,
why do it?
Why do it?
Yeah.
So if we're not happy with something,
which is the reason that my twists and turns is going away.
It's done.
I'm in that particular yarn choice, that particular colors right now. That's not getting it for me, and I'm not going to do it. It's done. I'm not going to mess with it.
And I don't see that as a failure, in my opinion. I see that as you can see any pattern and think, oh, I really like that. Mm-hmm. But you start knitting it, and you see how it's coming out, and it just might be that the picture was a lot better than what you can make.
Or color choices, or the yarn isn't happy with you, or you're not happy with the yarn.
That's
now
a big
we're
one.
both. Here's the thing: we're both what they call process knitters, where we're in it for the process.
Yeah,
we love every step of the process, but we're going to knit no matter if we ever finish another project again. We're still going to be knitting. It's not the completed project that gets us going.
I love my
projects. Yeah, I mean, I love having finished projects.
I pick ones that I want to wear and do things with, but it's not, like you said, it's not about
I knit stuff all the time I'm not going to wear. I know I'm not. The closet's full of cowls and shawls and sweaters and colors there's no way I'm ever going to wear. But I loved knitting them, and I loved where I bought the yarn or how it felt and what it looks like. So we're totally process knitters. I think most of your monogamous knitters are project knitters. They want that the finished project is their goal, is their impetus to get something done, and that's
there's
great.
No right or wrong
I mean,
way.
there's no right or wrong way to do all this or to manage it. It's just
it's a difference in.
It's just a difference in what makes you tick.
Right.
I mean, completely what makes you tick. Sometimes I just pick up yarn. Colors like all of a sudden sing to me, and I'm like, I have got to do something with this color. Mm-hmm. And I'll go look for a project, and I'll work on it till I finish it, or till it's no longer talking to me. We went through this whole thing when I said it's not saying do me.
Yeah.
When it stops telling me that, then
that's it. Yeah.
I'm not going to do it anymore. It's just not my thing. But that's I can't think of any other way to manage. I mean, that's no. I constantly alternate. I mean, a day doesn't go by that I only knit on one project. I either don't knit at all, or I knit on at least
two
or three or four on weekends. I've been knit on 4 different projects on a Saturday, Sunday.
And I think a lot of our want and desire to knit is not just the process, though. It's also about the community and like talking with people.
Yeah.
Or, Michele and I get into conversations, and it's impressive the way we go from yarn to science to TV shows, and just obviously we know how to talk to each other.
Yeah, and then back.
So it for us, it was a way for us to come together as friends, and now it's what we enjoy doing together. So.
As well as apart.
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing. When we're in separate places knitting, we're still taking pictures and say, oh, did you see this? And we send patterns back and forth. If you need a knitting friend, tell me. I mean, just say knitting is so much more joyful when you've got somebody to show patterns to and talk about yarn and talk and progress and everything else.
Send us an email, some on Instagram. We had somebody send us a pattern.
Send us a link to a pattern to go check out because she thought of us when she saw
sciencey. It was on, I think it was 3 Tulips on Facebook.
I don't remember.
And we enjoy that.
I apologize, people. I don't Facebook like I ought to.
I got the Facebook.
I Instagram.
She could see Instagram.
I Instagram. That's what I do.
It was the moon one for you.
Oh, yes. Oh, I totally bookmarked this. The hat. Yeah. This is the next hat I make. Will be the moons.
It's called Luna Hat by Janine
Bahus. I think the J is an H sound.
Let's see, there's a close-up. So it's got, there was.
Yeah. And you can do script. You can do sayings and all that, or names or whatever you want to on it. But I just love the moons. Y'all know, I just love the, here we go again. I can't turn my arm the right way. It's
very faint.
There's the phases of the moon tattooed on my arm right there.
It says even in
2 of my children.
Even all of its phases, the moon is still. Oh, it doesn't go all the way. It kind of chopped off. That's weird. I've never seen Ravelry do it that before.
I noticed that too.
Huh? The moon is still.
I can't remember what the whole thing says, but it's a neat saying. I love it.
And it's a cute hat. So
I love the top of it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Let me do that.
Yeah.
Look at it. It's like a snowflake star.
Yeah. Isn't that pretty?
So, and this is things that we enjoy is that we talk about the patterns, and sometimes we send each other patterns. We're like, if you want to do that, you can, but it's not me.
Some things don't speak to both of us.
And that's
again,
okay.
And that has usually it's sweaters that
right.
don't. But and she loves a snug fit, and I got to have a boxy, baggy.
So if it can't adjust, I bought this pattern. I want to talk about it, but
oh yeah,
I know we're talking here. I saw it. I keep seeing it, and I'm like,
and she sent it to me, and I went, oh, I like that, but I'm not going to do that.
There it is.
It's just one of those things. But we, the question that all this started was, how do we manage multiple whips, multiple projects? And that's it. I mean, I don't go anywhere that I don't have at least one project. Mm-hmm. Most of the time I've got 2 or 3.
Yeah, I do too.
And
I think a lot of it is also... being in the digital age, carrying patterns is so much easier.
Oh, yes.
So if that's part of the problem for you, finding a way to carry your patterns on your phone is very beneficial, because I can currently I have every pattern I'm working on my phone right now.
Yeah,
so no matter where I am, what pattern I'm with, I have the pattern with me.
Yeah, so, I've stopped printing patterns out.
I did for the
3 seasons. I printed that one.
I wanted to be able to look at the chart without having to focus on a screen too.
Because it's a big chart.
It is big.
And it's easier to do on paper.
If I put it on my tablet, it's okay, but not on my phone.
Yeah, well, my tablet isn't even big enough.
You have a small one.
I have a little bitty old Samsung. It's about to die, but I still can't blow it up big enough, so I have it on paper.
And it is a long.
Whenever
chart.
I get back to that pattern,
yeah.
I'll have
so
it.
It's I mean.
So I have what I call brain dead. You got to find your own process, but I have found that sorting my whips by level of attention required is the best for me. And I know not to have more than one high attention at a time. Like I've got the 3 seasons. That's my high attention, and I obviously haven't been in that place, but I have a lot of mediums and a lot of lows, so that I always can just pick something up and just go round. Or if I've got a little more ability to concentrate, then I'll pull out a color work.
So like, we've both got sweaters that we're working on the body, so that's definitely our low attention. And then Garter Abyss is one of those that we carry around a lot, just because it's so easy to just do.
And obviously I haven't picked it up lately.
No. I still have to dye my third color, but it's just one of those things that, yes, I want to knit it, and I know I'll finish it. Like, that's one I will finish. But it just, right now, I'm in a sweater mood anyway. I want a sweater.
Yeah, me too. I've been kind of gravitating towards sweaters. But now I'm really excited. I'm going to pull out all the brights in my yarn room, and I'm going to plot my twists and turns. I might start it. I've got some beads somewhere, too. I'll pull the beads out.
Oh, beads everywhere.
It's going to be a party.
Yeah.
It's going to be a party.
It'll get done because it's so different in every section, and Michele loves that.
I like it. I like changes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, this pattern I bought.
Yeah, she needs to show this pattern.
Yeah, I liked it. I
didn't go through and look at all the different versions of it.
Rosarita by Katrin Schubert.
Yeah.
Look at how cute this is. So it looks like little tulips, in my opinion, the way that's a terrible. And I like this one, but this is what got me to buy it, was these.
The dark ones I didn't see the dark ones. Now the dark ones are really.
So the dark on the light, that's somebody's project there.
Yeah, the dark background and ribbing.
This one's very fallish with the browns and the fall colors. But I like the light colors, but when I saw all the dark, a lot of people have done those dark colors, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna make that. So I did buy that pattern. It's on sale right now. If you go to her, I think it was just on sale based on you just buy it. Rosarita. Like margarita, but with Rosa. Sorry.
Should be doing it in margarita colors.
Nah, I want it dark.
Okay. Go patterns.
There it is.
There it is. Rosarita by Katrin Schubert.
I said Schubert, but it could be Schubert.
There, Rosarita by Katrin Schubert. However you pronounce it.
Go look it up because you can really see those fine details in that. I
was trying to.
It's kind of blow it up a bit.
Yeah, there's a little bit better. Yeah. But the dark ones were the pretty ones.
They are. They're very pretty. I like that whole color scheme.
Well, there's 3 colors in that one.
I think they have. I think it's supposed
to be color.
Well, you could do like a long one or a short one. I thought about doing. I've got a lot of color changing yarns.
There's a little bit better picture of the.
I like
the stitch pattern.
So I was thinking about something that almost like a stripes yarn, so it'll change throughout the whole thing and be very different.
There's a dark one. That's so cute. Is it fingering weight or sport? It's fingering.
Fingering, yeah.
It's fingering.
So I think it'll look good with.
That's pretty.
Like a color change in the background and a black on the foreground. I think that'll look good. But yeah, that was.
Oh, that would be pretty.
Yeah.
That would be real pretty. I like that concept.
Good idea. Pick a good color change and go with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean that's one that I want to knit. I probably won't cast that on for a little while, but
I like that.
Yeah, it's fun. There was something else I want to talk about, but I don't remember what it is anymore.
I don't either. Wait, what else did I pull up?
You had some patterns you wanted. You said future patterns, right?
I did. I found some. Okay, I talked about the twists and turns, how that's got me all zingy. Oh wait, that wasn't it. I'll find it. For our crocheters, let me just tell you about this one.
Doesn't he have like a person? Oh.
Yeah. Let me find it. It says Carolyn Bloom Handmade Studio on Instagram. This is her water arcade pattern. It is crocheted. Can you see the crochet? It's crocheted squares and then all sewn together. And she's got.
What did you say? 90?
135 on that. And that one example, it was like 135. But like she did this one in the color fade. Can you see that the circles all are fading from light to dark, and then it all had the same gray background. It's just the way she manipulates the colors. But this is the one I fell in love with. Was that pretty? Now I love crocheting granny squares. I love crocheting granny squares.
It's quick and it's very satisfying.
I hate sewing them all together.
They're fun to crochet. Hate to put them together.
I hate sewing them all together. This one I found. This is a free pattern. Who talked about this? Dinah and Pam on from the Knitting Place up in New York.
That's a bulky.
It's a bulky. You can do a one skein version. Let me find the one skein version real quick. Okay, Michele. Again, technologically challenged.
She touched the picture.
I touched it. And so, okay,
There it is.
there's a 1 skein version of it.
Michelle won't make that. It's too tight.
It's too small. I want the 2 skein version.
Looks good.
It's basically 2 skeins of Rasta is what she did it in Malabrigo Rasta. They're just twisted up and folded up.
Looks pretty.
It's pretty. That. It's a beautiful little rib pattern, and I just love the way that looks. And it's a free pattern. So it's Time After Time Cow by Elizabeth Smith. And I thought that was pretty. And it's free. So that's a free pattern.
Like a good free pattern.
Yeah, sorry about the ESPN alert that popped up in the middle of it while I had it hanging up there. There was our football thing.
Oh, yeah. I'm telling you, we should...
Where's the... Oh, there's this one I wanted to talk about. Did we talk about this last time? I don't think we did.
What is it called?
Killer Queen.
Oh, I think we did.
Did we talk about by Mary Annarella, Lyrical Knits?
I think we did, because I think we talked about her As You Wish. It wasn't As You Wish. What was it?
Oh, it was the... what did she call it?
Was it Hello?
My Name is Inigo Montoya? Or was it Inconceivable? She has an Inconceivable Cow, I think. Anyway, she did this knit-along, Mr. Knit-along from Princess Bride. She also had done one from Holy Grail, Monty Python, the Holy Grail.
We both started that one. And
but I wasn't. But this,
I
the
love
Killer
the colors
Queen.
she picked and everything.
Oh, I'm just...
I think we talked about it, but I could be completely
all that
wrong.
texture.
Look at it.
We may have talked about this, but I got yarn laying out on my desk right now, trying to pick my color combination that I'm going to do.
That's DK, isn't it?
It's DK. No, it's worsted.
Okay.
She did that. That one is done in Rios, Malabrigo Rios, which is kind of light worsted. It's on the lighter side of the worsted, so I'm going to try and do it in DK. Several people have done it in DK.
I think, yeah. Well, and cowls are easy to adjust.
That, yeah, and it's pretty big. It's actually buttoned in the back. She didn't have a picture of the back, I don't think. But it's buttoned. It's got like 5 buttons at the back. It's narrower in the back. And she has a little video, a reel on her Instagram where she unbuttons the bottom 2 or 3 buttons, and it goes from being a drapery on your neck cowl, and it comes down almost and covers the shoulder. And it's just really versatile, pretty looking thing. Yeah. But I'm pulling out yarn to do that. Because that just singing to me, and
I think we talked about this one.
Y'all,
every time they use her, the model, and
I want to do it.
I love how she presents herself. It is so
Antique Flora by Wool and Pine. Mm-hmm. I'm pulling yarn for that. Am I going to start any of this right now? No, because I'm trying to get this done.
We did talk about that.
Did we talk about Aurora Cabin?
Yes, because somebody said they would knit it with you.
Okay, I want to do Aurora Cabin. We talked about Lucky Break. I know we did.
Last episode, I think.
Yeah, I think that's all.
So
I come up with,
and that's what we do. That's what we all week.
We send this stuff back and forth to each other,
and then we hang out. We talk about it, and we discuss colors. And so if you knit and you don't have like a group, find one. Okay, I'm antisocial. Literally, I don't do well with it. There's a reason I'm not at a football game tonight, and it has nothing to do with the fact that we're filming right now. But having, I don't know, there's something about having that kind of connection with somebody that it makes it comfortable.
Yeah.
Because
it makes it social, but not. It's still just you doing the knitting and everything, working on the projects, but you've got somebody to share it with and talk about it.
And if you're sitting with a group at wherever you are, they understand if you don't talk because you're focusing on your knitting. Yeah. Even though I probably could talk I know I can talk and knit, but
we do that all the time.
But I don't know.
It's the counting. Okay, talking about picking where you're going to do projects. If you've got a project you have to do a lot of counting, that's not good for groups. My children have all learned when they walk up and they ask me something and I don't say anything right away. Are you counting? And I just count out loud.
Start count louder.
I count out loud so that
comes in and I'm doing this and he starts talking. I'm like 7, 8, 9.
I do it really loud. That's going to make them do it.
Yeah.
I have one acquisition.
I did good.
I only have one.
I didn't
Now, there's other things on the way, but I only have one for the last 3 weeks.
So you can reach to the camera and smack her.
We
did say that last time.
Yeah, we did say that last time.
Yeah.
I really did. I felt.
It's easy to do, guys.
I did way better than I usually do over Thanksgiving weekend with all the specials and stuff.
Oh gosh, I had to stay off of Instagram and out of my email.
Yeah, I tried, but
Hugh Loco had some great deals, and we know you bought one, didn't you?
Not from Hugh. I bought Golden Sheep.
Golden Sheep, I remember Golden Sheep. But yeah, there was a lot of good things.
I couldn't resist a sale.
I waited till Tuesday to go through my emails, and I started deleting. And I didn't go back on Tuesday because usually Tuesday it's like, one more day of the sale.
And you're like, extend. You can extend it. Yeah, not quite extend it.
No, I understand why you extend, but stop doing it.
Don't do that. Well, not this year anyway. All right. I've talked about Earth Tones Girl, about the sock, the Soxploration, the Shadow Heel.
Backwards.
They are backwards. She makes stitch markers too, and she has a little shop, and she does stitch markers and stuff. And I just love her. Watch her podcast. It's wonderful. Denise does a beautiful job. She's got this beautiful, soft-spoken. It's not soft as in low, but it is low. But it's just soothing. Her voice is so soothing to listen to, and she's wonderful. She's a great knitter. And anyway, she sent me a little thing of tea, caramel black tea, which
I think it's salted caramel, right?
Salted caramel. Yeah. I don't drink tea normally. This I'm going to try because I love caramel. I'm going to try that. But I ordered these 3 stitch markers. I'm trying to make them. Okay, the first one says, I can't even see. I'm trying to read them. I'll read them and then you can show them.
Okay. Well, I was going to read them for you.
Oh, okay. You might have to because I can't see it. I can't read them. Okay. I'm sorry. The light's going on me.
All right, so do more of what makes you happy. There is grow through what you go through.
I turned my light on.
Carpe
Filum. Which means seize the fiber. I Googled
or yarn or string.
String or thread. Technically it means thread, but it can be any kind of string, thread, fiber. Oops, put this down now. But aren't they pretty?
They're very substantial, too.
They're heavy. Okay. They're on the lobster claws, so they'll be good for marking my progress. So I can show y'all my progress. And see, I loved her multicolor hand washi tape.
There's her.
I love that.
Website right there.
Yeah, her website. But Earth Tones Girl. And her name's Denise. I knew it a minute ago.
Don't look at me.
I'm sorry, Denise. I just forgot your last name. But she's fabulous.
Yeah.
I really, really enjoyed her podcast and watching it. That's all I have.
I wanted to bring up the pronunciation of skeins.
Oh, okay. I'm like, what is she talking about?
Did we talk about this already?
Not on podcast. We talked about it together.
The problem is that we talk about this stuff, and I can't remember if we did it here
where
or
we
just
talked about it.
Us. Zach
we spent a lot of time together. In case y'all hadn't figured that out.
Yeah. When she was out, I was very lonely.
You were the only one who came to see me, and we talked every day. But
we did. But
I'm trying to get out of the light.
But
there we go.
Zach was he was talking with a girl about yarn, and everybody pronounces it different. There's skein. That's what I say. I think that's what you say too.
I say skein.
We found that a lot of crocheters will say skein, which I don't know if that's, but I think it's more of a northern thing, right?
I've never seen it by art art form, crochet versus knit, but I have in different parts of the country.
I wonder
when I was living up north in New England and Maine and up there, people said skein. I mean, skein quite a bit.
Yeah.
I heard skein a lot. That was the first time I'd ever heard skein.
Yeah.
Again, pre-internet people.
Yeah.
Way back.
So she called it skein. So
never heard skein.
And I looked it up, and there's 3 pronunciations. I don't know where this one comes from because she's living in the South, so I don't know where she got it from. But Zach and I were talking. I want to make a T-shirt or a notebook or something, and it has the pronunciations skein, skein, skein. No matter how you say it, we're all in this together.
Oh,
like just this cute little because so anyway. But
I want the first T-shirt.
I want to know
one of the first ones.
Where does skein come from?
I don't know. I've never heard skein.
That was the first time I heard it, but I found. I think I have it pulled up because I wanted to make the shirt.
I want the shirt.
I think it would be cute.
By the way, I've worn my whatever speckles your yarn stuff. I love that.
Yeah.
I love
there it
that.
Is. Skein, skein, skein. All 3 of them there.
I can't see
that. Yeah, they're skein,
skein, and skein.
Skein.
It's phonetically written.
Yes. So she says, or I shouldn't assume. This is the crochet spot, and this person says that according to the dictionary, yes, I looked it up. The proper way to pronounce it is as skein, but she says, or they say skein, and any other way just sounds funny, which is true. But I mean,
It depends on what you heard when you were growing up and when you first started.
Using
yarn.
It's like caramel and caramel.
Yeah, it's one of those things.
Which one is it?
Well, there's also where's that? I've seen people call this a skein, and then when it's
I don't have any
twisted a hank. I mean, they differentiate and call this a skein, and then if it's
twisted up,
looped and twisted, not a center pull ball already, then it's a hank. They call it hank, and I've heard that before, but never that kind of differentiation.
No,
I've heard hank before, but not that kind of formal specific thing. Yeah. But I heard that recently. I think it must have been on a podcast or something. Yeah. I've watched so many podcasts, y'all, while I was in recovery, that it was amazing.
Yeah.
I don't even remember them all. I've watched them. And then I forget where I heard something or I saw something unless I wrote it down. I forgot or took a picture of it. I don't remember.
Yeah, it's difficult to keep up with for sure.
I don't have anything else.
I don't either. I just maybe I'll make t-shirts one day, but
Oh, okay. Ideas for the future to talk about.
Oh yeah.
We've talked about doing different uses for stitch markers because we're both obviously huge proponents of stitch markers. We love them for all the different purposes. I use them for all kinds. I mean, I can't go anywhere without a stitch marker. Speaking of which, I even made jewelry that is simply stitch markers. I mean, this whole necklace is stitch markers. I don't know if you can see it.
It looks so good.
I've made 4 or 5 different sets of colors and different color metals, different things, but they're all stitch markers.
Yeah.
So when I wear one of these, I don't have to worry about not having a stitch marker with me. I always have them. We've talked about how we do decreases, different kinds of decreases, and our favorite tools or notions.
Oh yeah.
What's in our notion bag? What's our favorite things to use?
I like that.
Obviously, knitting genius and barber cords.
Yeah.
Pony bead cords.
And when I do steek the sweater, we will video it and we'll share
that.
We'll
video the hilarity.
We might do a live. We haven't done live on YouTube.
She'll bleep stuff out of that one because she'll be the one saying the bad words. She'll be the one saying the bad words.
I'm not even there yet, and I'm starting to get panicky.
It's fine. Don't panic. It's fine. It is.
But we would love some ideas from you guys. I was just thinking about we share patterns with each other. We should have some way of putting all of the patterns we like together. But I wonder if we can do that on Ravelry.
I bet we could.
Have a chatter where we everybody puts in the patterns they like and have one for sweaters and one for, or have some, I don't know. You guys tell us what you think.
Lacing. Pony bead lacing is what it's called. I looked it up, peeps. There you go. This is on the Hobby Lobby site, but that is exactly what I bought. Except mine is, this has orange. This is the one I bought. It's yellow, green, orange, and blue, and it's called Neon Pony Bead Lacing.
We've seen people use it as stoppers.
Oh yeah, where they cut a piece off about yay long, and then you stick both ends of your needle into it.
Yeah.
There you go. You hold it. It's a stitch stopper.
It has so many purposes, so many functions.
Why we never thought of this before? I don't know. Let's do that. Let's start a chatter thread on Ravelry of patterns.
You want just one, or you want one for sweaters, or?
Well, let's separate sweaters versus shawl scarves.
We'll start there.
Yeah, and then if we decide we want one for socks, we can put one for socks.
Yeah. You guys let us know what you want. We'll put it out
socks
there.
and hats. You could do socks and hats in one.
I think it'd be a great place. I mean, I know I have all my favorites, but I've stopped favoriting things on Ravelry. Essentially, if I like the pattern, I'll buy it because I want to support the pattern maker.
Yeah.
Even if I never make it. But I haven't favorited a lot. Usually my favorites now are I like this version of a pattern, not the pattern.
Your favorite specific
yes.
project somebody made.
Yes.
Well, my favorites are all bundled. I have little bundles, labels that I put on. I even started one for designers because I have so many designers that I like almost everything they do.
I did that for a long time, yeah.
I have a designer's bundle in my favorites so that I can save the different designers that I gravitate towards.
I have all that. I just stopped doing it.
That's how I do it. I mean, that's my thing. That's how I clear out all those tabs. Is I go through and put them in the favorites and the bundles, and then I close the tab that it's open on.
Yeah. Essentially, if I think I like it, I add to cart. Might not buy right there.
I used to do that, but then I had like 18 different carts.
I've got 45 right now.
Oh God. I can't keep track of that.
And I cleared out 3 of. You know what? I did buy things, but it was patterns, so I don't think that counts.
Yeah, patterns don't count. I don't count patterns. They do not count towards anything because I justify that saying I already got the yarn. I just need the pattern.
And it's cheap.
That's right. It's a lot cheaper than buying yarn.
That's what I tell Zach. Yeah.
Although I did buy yarn, but hey, I've resisted buying any new bags.
I'm impressed.
This is the longest I've ever gone without buying bags.
We could do bag episode too. There's all kinds of bags.
We could do weeks and weeks and weeks of bags.
Do you have one more thing, guys? We got the mail.
A mailbox.
Yes.
We have a post office box.
Yes. So several people have reached out about wanting to send us stuff, and we're not asking for anything. We just, I don't feel extremely comfortable giving out my address to strangers. No offense.
Yeah.
So
we want to make sure that we've got a place to be sent things.
Yes. So
for us to send things from.
Yes. So in the show notes, there is our P.O. box. If you'll just put Caytee and Michele, or just one of our names. You can put our last name as Nerd if you want to.
Or if you just put Knitistry Knerds, it's fine.
Yeah.
We're fine.
So it's literally, I got one this big, but the girl was like, oh yeah, we'll put a thing in there if you have a package. So the only thing that's going there is packages.
Yeah, it's pretty much all, we know that. But, so that makes it easier if someone wants to get a hold of us, or for us to send things out and put a return address on it.
Because we're going to have prizes to send out at the beginning of January.
The beginning of January when we draw for our knit along, our eCal.
And so we would rather.
Speaking of eCal, be sure and post pictures and.
I haven't even checked the Instagram hashtag in a long time. Have you?
I did the other day. There's lots of cool stuff.
Man, I should.
I need to put mine up. I haven't put an update on mine for a while.
Well, I haven't knit anything since the last episode,
but so. If you haven't started anything, you still got a whole month. It's the beginning. It goes through the end of December 31st, really January 1st before we ever close it out and do anything. But keep going. If you finish something already, put something else up there. Go for it. Just something that fits the parameters that we talked about earlier. And if you haven't subscribed yet and you like what you watched tonight, please, or today, tomorrow, morning, whatever time of day it is, hit subscribe for us, because when we get to 1,023 subscribers, we will be giving another prize away for the number of subscribers. So help us push on through to that.
We have 850 something or 60 something.
Yeah.
There are several new ones.
860.
We've got
there's lots of pretty
new ones. Yeah. So go check it out. I'll show you the
spread.
Nerds eCal 2022 hashtag. Ours are in there. And you can see where I like our account than my private account. But go put your projects in there.
Yeah.
Show us what you're making. So we'll pick winner from there, and then two from
and Ravelry. Yeah, because we've got a chatter thread and an FO thread on Ravelry.
Well, there's a whip and an FO.
A whip and an FO. Yep. Sorry, not chatter.
So even if you don't finish something, we don't want you to be left out.
Just trying.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you try things and it doesn't work. Obviously. First, I give examples all the time, but
that's the fun of experimenting.
That's right. That's why we wanted to be experimenting, because we wanted you to try stuff. Don't have to finish it.
It's okay.
Try. That's all we do. And so
essentially, you just found something you didn't like, and that's okay.
That's okay. Yeah. Sometimes that's more important than knowing what you do like.
Sometimes.
So,
I think that's about it, right?
I think so. Yeah. We've been at an hour and a half.
That's good. I didn't think we'd go this long.
I didn't. But we always talk.
We do.
And I digressed several times, so that takes up time.
It still feels like Friday, though, guys.
It still feels like Friday. This is our 4th Friday of the week.
We got one
Tomorrow's
more.
a real one. Tomorrow's a real Friday. So
yay! But
we'll be back. We won't take 3 weeks next time. We'll be back week after next and update y'all on all the progress of all this stuff that we've got laying out in front of us.
That might be the last one before the end of the year, because that'll be the same.
Because you're going away for Christmas. You're going to Texas. Yeah, that might be. We'll try to get 2 more in.
We'll attempt,
Yeah, But it might be that one, and then when y'all get back,
we're coming back after Christmas. We could do it that week, the week between Christmas and New Year's. We might do something. It might be 3 weeks between that and the second one. She'll try to get 2 more at the end of the year.
Yeah,
and then we'll do one right after the New Year for our prizes and stuff.
Our prizes.
But yeah, so
yay!
We're excited.
So everybody enjoy all the holiday roll in and prep, and don't wear yourself out.
Please don't.
Not that big a deal.
No.
Do what you want and relax.
All right, everybody. Knit periodically.